So once you see the Gantt chart with some progress recorded, you'll see that there are black lines inside the bars. That's the progress. You'll see that this is where we had a task that was interrupted and we essentially split the task, pushed the remaining or moved the remaining work into the future. And you can see this is down the bottom here, these last two. This is where the progress is tracked incorrectly. So you want to look for that sort of stuff and make sure you don't have it in your Gantts. So what I would do here, because normally I get a Gantt chart that looks like this. It doesn't have the tracking Gantt showing unless I ask for it. And I draw a line straight down the page and I look for this stuff. And say, hang on a minute, something's wrong in here, let's fix it up. But I'm not confrontational. I actually try and sit with the other planners before the meeting, so to speak, and walk through this. Say, hey guys, this is what I don't want to see. Let's have a look before we get to the meeting. Everything on the right-hand side here should be incomplete. Everything on the left should be done. So there should be, if I draw a line down there, there's still some remaining work in here.
So that shouldn't be there.
That shouldn't be there. Something's wrong. And the line comes straight down here. There's progress into the future. Something wrong. It can't be right. You can't tell me as of today you've already worked next week. It's not physically possible. Last week you might have done next week's work. But you did it last week, you didn't do it next week. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, that's the easiest way to see it. Just draw a line down the page. I actually use the tracking Gantt because you can show the baseline versus the bars. Obviously we can format the status data on here if you want, but you can't see the baseline in the Gantt chart. So when we're preparing a project before we start, we use the Gantt chart. Once we've got started, then we use the tracking Gantt. Just makes it easier.